برنامه عشق ابدی به انگلیسی تحلیل.
Today, we're plunging into, well, the very dramatic world of Eshghe Abadi, or Eternal Love. It's a huge reality show.
Huge is right. And it's more than just a show, isn't it? It's become this social phenomenon. And episode 70, wow, total bombshell. It really set off a firestorm of controversy, lots of revelations.
Absolutely. We've got sources from all over for you today. YouTube breakdowns, viral TikToks, even deep dives into online forums.
Yeah, we've tried to pull together a really comprehensive picture of what actually went down in, well, what many are calling the most controversial episode yet.
So our mission here is to pull back that curtain, look at the betrayals, the strategic relationships, those intense confrontations that just gripped everyone. Get ready. We're going to try and understand the motivations, why people reacted so strongly, and surprising truths that came out in this deep dive.
Okay, so the episode really kicks off with what the sources literally called a bomb exploding in the villa, which the arrival of Moadisa, Shaheen's ex-girlfriend.
Ah, yes. And what an entrance. The descriptions were so vivid, weren't they? Mohadisa apparently very calm.
Completely calm, which was such a stark contrast to Tanaz.
Oh, Tanaz was visibly distressed immediately. Sources mentioned knitted brows, full of greed, her hands just constantly twisting together.
Yeah, literally on the verge of madness was one description. You could just feel that tension.
And the dynamic shifted instantly, didn't it? People like Marak, Suda, Amir Hussein, they all seemed to pull back from Tanaz.
Totally. That circle of support just kind of dissolved.
Yeah.
It felt like the moment Shaheen's betrayal went from rumor to, like, confirmed fact for everyone in the villa.
Leaving Tanaz pretty isolated.
Very. And Mohadisa, well, she didn't hold back, did she?
No, she laid it all out. The big one being that Shaheen himself told her he joined the show.
For the prize money.
Exactly, for the prize, and that he'd do anything to win.
You know, that revelation really makes you question the whole show, doesn't it? Eternal love, if someone's just in it for cash.
What does that mean for any relationship formed there? It challenges the whole premise.
Definitely. And the timing. Moadisa revealed he broke up with her. When?
Get this, exactly on their anniversary.
Ouch.
Right. And then almost immediately, he's off having fun with Tanaz in the villa. This double betrayal, as people called it.
Yeah, it cemented things for the audience. It looked like, for Shaheen, this was just a game. A competition, not real.
And his excuse that Mohadisa didn't run, what does that even mean?
It's just bizarre. Adds another layer of, frankly, audacity to it all.
But Tanaz, she just wouldn't see it, would she?
No. Stubborn denial. That's what's striking. Even with all this evidence piling up, she kept trying to paint their relationship as healthy. We are good. This is all a misunderstanding.
People online were just asking, how long can you keep playing this role?
Exactly. The feeling was she cared more about playing the part of the successful couple to stay in the game than, actually being in love or facing the truth.
Her refusing to admit she was played and ridiculed, It's hard to watch.
It really is. It speaks to this, I don't know, illogical stubbornness, or maybe a lack of self-respect, some argued. Clinging to this idea that a good woman stands by her partner no matter what.
Even defending his lies, saying he must have thought it best to lie.
Yeah. It's a difficult perspective to understand from the outside.
But okay, it wasn't just about Shaheen and Tanaz, right? Episode 70 really exposed a whole web of manipulation.
Oh, absolutely. And Nigar seemed to be right in the middle of it, constantly being framed.
Like the rumor Tanaz spread.
Yeah.
About Nigar leaking Tarana's relationship details to her ex.
Yes, and the sources point out Tanaz basically admitted it later by deleting chats. Apparently, she even had access to Tarana's phone.
And threatened her with photos. That's extreme.
It really shows the lengths some contestants went to. And then another rumor popped up, Nigar trying to ruin Suda and Amir Hossein's relationship.
Though some thought Marad might be behind that one.
There was speculation, yeah. It gets complicated.
But you know what people really latched onto? Nigar's reaction when Tanaz was finally facing the music.
Ah, yes. Her subtle smile.
They called it the best dialogue of the last 20 episodes. Why do you think that tiny moment resonated so much?
Well, it felt like a power shift, didn't it? Nigar had been taking hits, facing all these accusations, and here she was, seeing the person behind some of it, finally exposed.
So it was validation.
I think so. Not just satisfaction, but like a quiet I told you so almost. Vindication for her, and the audience saw it.
Okay, speaking of people pushing boundaries, Marad.
Marad? Yes. His goal seemed pretty transparent, according to viewers.
Just stay in the game.
Yeah. Picking up anyone was the phrase used. Didn't matter about compatibility, just needed a partner. any partner to get to the final.
And his pursuit of Nigar specifically drew a lot of criticism.
A lot. People felt he was crossing boundaries, especially since she seemed to be rejecting him repeatedly.
It does raise questions, doesn't it? About the pressure to pair up and what lines people will cross for screen time or, just to stay relevant.
And his comments after the show about getting nothing but insults and not making millions, it kind of highlights the often harsh reality behind the reality TV dream.
Yeah, definitely. Then there was Tirana and Mabode. That was tough to watch.
Extremely. Their relationship was widely called toxic. Mabode's control, the emotional abuse.
The sources said, "Don't talk," was basically their catchphrase.
He was apparently engaged in serious gaslighting, constantly putting down her appearance, how she spoke, her past, even trying to control her facial expressions.
Just relentless control.
It's a really stark example of emotional manipulation playing out on screen.
And Tirana seemed so desperate for validation, she actually proposed marriage, believing it would make her more lovable.
Heartbreaking, isn't it? It really shows how someone's self-worth can be eroded in that kind of dynamic.
How do shows like this, with all the pressure and cameras, kind of create space for these toxic things to happen? Or maybe just expose them?
It's probably a bit of both. The high-pressure environment, the constant scrutiny. It can amplify existing issues or push people towards certain behaviors. For someone seeking validation, like Tirana perhaps, the intensity might make them mistake control for care or tolerate disrespect because they crave any connection. It warps judgment.
Right. And the lies just kept coming out in episode 70. Ali, for instance.
Ali, the hidden food. Noodles and Nescafe from episode 1.
Yeah, which just seemed stingy. Odd.
It did. But the real bombshell with Ali was his relationship with Zara.
It was all a scenario. Completely fake.
That's what the sources revealed. He apparently had a real girlfriend, Yalda, the entire time outside the villa.
Wow. Maintaining that for 70 episodes.
It's incredible, isn't it? It makes you wonder how much of what we see is real versus, performance. It definitely shakes your trust in the reality part of reality TV.
And it also proved Daniel right, didn't it? He'd warned early on about contestants having outside girlfriends.
He did. Specifically mentioned Amir Hossein and Siavash, I think. Mohadeza's revelations basically confirmed he was telling the truth all along.
He was kind of dismissed at the time, too.
Yeah, vindication for Daniel as well. And then there was Malad.
Master actor was the accusation.
Pretty much. Pretending to be deeply in love with multiple women in the villa.
While also having an outside girlfriend.
It points to a pattern, doesn't it? A calculated approach to playing the game, rather than genuinely looking for love.
So, all this drama, these revelations, it led to some serious fallout. Particularly involving the host, Parstu Salehi.
Yes, the criticism against her was intense. Viewers felt she was biased, even terrible.
Accusing her of normalizing betrayal. How so?
By seeming too sympathetic towards Tanaz and Shaheen, while being cold and interrogative with Mohadesa, the ex-girlfriend, bringing the truth.
So the audience felt she was taking sides.
Definitely. Her social media got flooded with comments. People felt she was on the team of Tanaz, Marak, and Shaheen.
That's tricky for a host, isn't it? Their perceived impartiality is key.
Absolutely. When the audience feels the host is biased, especially in situations involving betrayal, it damages trust in the whole show's narrative. People clearly expect fairness.
And then, adding fuel to the fire, Tanaz herself dropped a hint about physical conflict.
Yeah, on a live stream apparently, warned that physical altercations are on the way in the villa.
Which is huge because the rules are strict about that, right? Physical fights mean expulsion?
Direct expulsion. So that warning just hangs in the air. It's just things could get even more volatile.
So what does this all mean? The big question hanging over everything now is who's going to fight?
Right. Is it Tanaz versus Mohadesa? Shaheen versus Mohadesa? Maybe Ali and Shaheen? Or Miraz and Shaheen?
So much tension. The suspense must be killing the viewers.
And the showrunners know it. Because episode 70 was the semifinal.
But no one got eliminated.
Exactly. A deliberate move to build suspense. They pushed all the eliminations to the next episode, episode 71, airing Monday.
Classic reality TV cliffhanger. Gotta maximize that anticipation. Yeah. So, summing up, we've really dug into this incredibly tangled web in episode 70 of Eshghe Abadi. Betrayals, calculated moves, fake relationships.
Yeah, Shaheen and Tanaz's money-driven thing, Ali's hidden life, Mal the actor, the host controversy. It was packed with drama.
What really stands out to you looking back at it all?
For me, it's how starkly it shows that line blurring between real feelings and performance for the camera. the lengths people go to for fame or money or what they think is love under that pressure.
Yeah.
It's quite a spectacle of human behavior.
It really is. Which leads to our final thought for you to consider. If a show that's supposed to be about eternal love ends up revealing so much manipulation and calculation, what does that say about how authentic relationships on screen really are?
And maybe, does it make you think differently about the relationships we see or even experience off screen too?